I like Project Blari, but it's a bit lacking in some parts. However, it's not enough to ruin the experience. Before you start, I recommend going into the settings and changing the controls because moving forward and left aren't set to W and S respectively. Also, keep sprint as spacebar. You'll soon see why. Starting with the story, you're a journalist that gets a tip from a whistleblower within Blari, so you go to investigate. As you walk around Target with no one batting an eye at you, you find a thing called the Entity that ends up taking over the facility. After suffering from 500 ping while getting body checked by a scientist, you awaken to dead people, a man getting penetrated by a tentacle, and zombies. Of course, your main objective is to escape, but it's not all doom and gloom as you meet some other survivors, and there's even everyone's favorite escort mission. But in this one, you don't actually have to escort him because he escorts you. It doesn't matter if he lives or dies, or if you even stay by him. The only sad part is that he forgets that it's faster to switch to your sidearm. Speaking of firearms, you do get a pistol, but it only has 18 rounds, and you don't get any more in the game. And it's better to run away anyway, so the gun really doesn't matter. To run away, you have to spam the spacebar. It's not just a press and hold type of thing. It seems tedious at first, but it does add a nice touch to chase sequences, like in the Metal Gear torture scene where it tests real-life endurance. And you're going to be running away a lot because everything in this game kills in one hit. It would be nice to at least be able to struggle out of an enemy's grasp, like how one enemy works, where it bursts out of the wall and tries to strangle you. And like the original God of War, you really have to smash the spacebar to escape the surprise wall tentacle. It's also odd how you can't take more than one hit because there are infirmaries in the game, plus being hurt and having to heal yourself is a scripted event, so everything is there, so it's odd that it's not in the regular gameplay. Sometimes you do die to surprises like an enemy that grabs you when you go through a door or traps you within a room, but luckily the checkpoints are forgiving, so it lessens the problem. The game is linear, there's no reason to explore unless you speak French, because the documents haven't been translated and there's about 2 doors that haven't been translated either. And the documents are really the only collectible out there since there's no ammo nor medkits to go out for. The only thing would be like keys that you need to progress to the next area. Throughout the areas, there's a good amount of Silent Hill's PT demo moments where the rooms don't lead to where you expect them to, or hallways that go on forever. With that Silent Hill influence, it's sometimes hard to tell if something is a bug or a feature, but I only encountered a bug once with this double door thing that kept going on, and I made sure to check that it wasn't intended. The game could have used a bit more atmosphere to add on to the horror, however, given the limitations of one person making the entire game besides one other for the music, it's good overall and I do enjoy the PS1 styled graphics. It seems like there's a bunch of other indie horror developers bringing back PlayStation 1 graphics, and I think it fits well with the genre. But I do have to say that Project Blari needs a bit more of everything to flesh out the game. There are multiple endings in the game and you actually might stumble upon one like how I did without knowing it. And despite the multiple endings, the game doesn't have much replay value, even though the game only takes about an hour to complete, since the path to the endings are all the same besides like the last stretch of the game at the very end. That's it for this one. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and thank you for watching. See ya.